What up? What up? Thought I would just do a video. I was just feeling it. I'm in the moment, you know. Just woke up this morning feeling good. Sometimes I'll drink these for breakfast. I won't even eat anything. I'll just drink these right here. They're real good. I'll just shake them up, you know. But that's not the point of today's conversation. Do us a favor, go ahead and hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button. If you don't know, this is Left Side of the Brain. Add us on Instagram at Left Side of the Brain too. Blah, blah, blah. Now, let's get right, and you can donate at www.patreon.com/Left Side of the Brain. Okay, let's get into the video. I was checking out this item right here when I was in the store. And today's video is brought to you by Bolthouse Farms Green Goodness. And y'all got to give me some money for that. I just gave y'all advertisement. But anyway, I was in the store and I was checking out this item right here. And, you know, usually I'm very suspect about people touching my items. I actually have a video on my channel where I didn't allow the cashier to touch my item. And y'all look at the trees. You see the beautiful colors, and that's a whole nother subject in itself. I might do 2 videos today. But anyway, but I thought about it, man. I said, because I was about to do the same thing when I was at that cashier at her register. But I thought about it. I said, you know what? Not taking away from the video that I posted about these people touching your items and everything, but I thought about it in this perspective. Everything is taking place inside of my mind. I've said it before. The eyes are connected to the brain. Everything that you see is really a projection of what is in your brain. Again, the eyes are connected to the brain. That means it should be easy for me and you to control the world around you. Did y'all catch it? Did you catch it? It's taking place in your mind, so it should be easy for you to control what is taking place around you. Let me give you an example. Think about a red car driving down the street. I want you to do that right now. This is a mental exercise. Do you see that red car? Now, some of you may be seeing a red Corvette. Some of you may be seeing a red Lamborghini. Some of you may be seeing a red Toyota Corolla. However, you can control the pace at which that red car is moving right now and instantly change that red car to white. You see? Did you catch it? You instantly were able to change that red car to a white car because it was taking place inside of your mind. Likewise, when you're dealing with these people, it's a projection of your mind. Now, this thing can get really deep. It can split into 3 and 4 different subjects, but I'm just keeping it kind of, for the sake of time, I'm going to just keep it kind of surface right now. But I can take this many levels. But I'm going to just keep it. And I'll let you in the comment section take it where you want to take it. But I'm just touching on it very briskly. And I thought about it when I was at that register. I said to myself, I said, this woman is in my mind. I know what she is. I know that she is not on the level of my thinking. But then I had to pause and stop myself. I said, she is in the level of my thinking. Do y'all get it? Did y'all catch it? She is in the level of my thinking because she is taking place where? Inside of my mind. So therefore, I have the power to manipulate the world around me. Even though she is in my mind, she's never going to tell me that I'm right about what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she will understand these type of things we discuss. It's not even, look at it like this. That car that you was just thinking about in your mind, you can't hold a conversation with that car. Even if you, like that cartoon, like that movie, they had cars. It was like this racing car movie. It was like a cartoon movie. Even if you animated that car in your imagination, you could make it have a conversation with you, but you are the one controlling the conversation within the frame of your mind. Okay? So when you look at the outer mind and the inner mind, it's still one mind. The only difference between the inner mind and the outer mind is this right here. Did you catch it? The outer mind is solid. It appears and feels to be solid. That's only because you got a body that's controlled by the inner mind. And this body is designed in a way to interact with illusion. You was given a body to interact with an illusion. The illusion of the outer mind, which is really a projection of the inner mind. But this thing, it can get very, very deep. So I'm trying to keep this as surface as possible. Okay? But back to the point, when I was in the store with that female, I said to myself, these people shouldn't even be taken serious. This is the inner conversation I was having. She didn't know I was having this conversation unless I tell her that I'm having this conversation in my mind. Otherwise, she wouldn't know it. And I know you probably saying, well, isn't that a contradiction, left side of the brain? You just said that she is in your mind. She is in my mind. But here's the thing. My mind is a lower, see, this thing can get so deep. The mind that we are using, we are operating on a human prison bar level mind. Then you have the mind of before the time of the great falling away. So what I'm saying to you is, this mind that we are using now, this is a post great falling away mind. And mind you, everything is mental. We fell from the time before the great falling away into this illusionary mind that we now exist in, that doesn't tell us necessarily that this is the human prison bar realm. It's up to you to figure it out. It's up to you to rise to the surface and swim to the top. Water doesn't teach you how to swim. It's up to you to, when you get in the water, to learn how to swim so you don't drown. So think of it like that. Your mind is like a pool of water. You the one swimming in the water, and the fish around you, that's a metaphor for like that girl who I was that was at the cashier, at the cash register. I paid her no mind because I grasped hold of the situation, understanding that she really didn't matter. Just like if you was in the ocean surrounded by fish, the fish are not going to teach you how to swim. The water isn't going to teach you how to swim. Yes, you can float on top of the water. Yes. Yes, you can float on top of the water, just like you can use these people to get through life. Yes, you can use them for what they're worth. Just like you can use the buoyancy of the water for what it's worth, to just float. But the water itself doesn't teach you how to float. You have to figure out that you can float on top of the water. You have to figure out that you can do the breaststroke. You have to figure out that you can swim under the water and do a doggy paddle. You have to figure that out. So that's how I was just looking at the whole situation. Like, these people, they just like they just like the world, like trees and everything. It's like, it is what it is. We have the intelligence to understand these things. That's why I tell people, don't go out trying to reach people and all of that, because water is life, right? When it rains, the purpose for rain is to be absorbed through a porous surface like the ground. It's able to receive the water. But if water falls upon a non-porous rock, meaning that this rock does not absorb water, then the water serves no purpose to the rock. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So trying to water these people who are non-porous, who can't absorb the information, it's a waste of time. You should use your rainwater to preserve yourself. And if you speak to somebody and they are able to absorb the information, then they were created to be able to correspond with what you say to them. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I was thinking when I was in there, like, interacting with that woman. I was just saying to myself, yeah, she touching my item, but guess what? I'm just going to make it like be nothing. I'm going to just do a little energy cleansing inside of my mind. That's exactly what I did. I sent the energy of cleansing to the items that she touched. Because again, we are in a fallen state of consciousness. Everything is mental. So before we was in this state, we existed during a time of pure darkness. I talked about that. Go back to those red light editions. We existed in a time of pure darkness. But this world is created with light. I spoke about that. Light creates vanity. You can't have vanity without light. Think about it. A person who is vain about the way they look, they can't even see themselves without having a reflection of light to show them how they look. So that's how you know we living in a world of vanity, lower level, all of that, because we living in this world of artificial light. You see what I'm saying? So this world that we live in, it's a prison bar system because it is the result of a fallen state of consciousness that existed before the time of the great falling away. So you exist within this thing based upon the disaster that took place, which resulted in the great falling away. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That's why we exist in this world. And that's why and those people that exist around us, they are designed, they like gravity. They don't want us to ascend without coming back down. Like gravity that holds us down. It don't want us to be able to float. These bodies that we are created in are under restrictions of the laws of physics. We talk about that within the 6 laws that governs the human prison bar system. Refer back to that video I did. Everything I speak on this channel can be tried and tested with the 6 laws that governs the universe, with the 6 laws that governs the human prison bar system, and by utilizing the law of exceedings, which I did throughout this entire video. I was using the law of exceedings. That's why I was giving you those examples in nature with the water and everything, because the law of exceeding states that for the person who had asked me that question, I forget your name, but someone had asked me a question about what is the law of exceedings in one of the comments. I didn't respond to them because I didn't get back to it in time. But I'm answering that question for you right now. You know who you are. And the question is probably still up under one of these videos. So I'm telling you that right now, that the law of exceedings means that basically nothing in the world around you exceeds beyond what we go through spiritually. Therefore, everything that happens in the world around you serves as an example of everything that we go through spiritually. So whenever you are talking to somebody and they say, where's the proof of that? The proof is in nature itself. Tell them I'm using the law of exceedings, that nothing that happens to us spiritually exceeds beyond what you can see taking place in the natural world around you. Let them know I'm utilizing the law of exceedings. And that's how you kill all of that stuff, because people think that everything is in a book. Everything is not written in a book. Before a book was created, where was the information? Was it in a book? No, it wasn't. So common sense to tell you that everything that is true and reality is not always found inside of a book. And that's for those who think that book knowledge and everything that's true has to be in a book. No, you verify whether something is true or not by way of your spirit. Your spirit will vibrate on what is true and you will feel it on the inside of you. That way, nobody can lie to you. You will know it from your own gut instinct. You see? So, all in all, this world is just a fallen state which didn't want to undo its fallen state. And I have a chapter in the book, so I can't give away everything in this video. And I'm getting back on writing my book, but I was in the midst of doing a music video. So that's why I was on a hiatus. Okay, so everything that is in this fallen state, it doesn't want to undo itself. I have a chapter in my book that I'm putting out, and the chapter is called God's Nightmare. This is a nightmare type of situation that we living in. And waking up in the middle of a nightmare, that can happen sometimes. So when you wake up, have you ever been asleep and you wake up before your body wakes up and you going through like sleep paralysis? You aware of the surroundings in your room, but your body can't move. That's what it's like for us who wake up and the world around us is still dead. It's a form of conscious sleep paralysis in a spiritual sense. That's exactly what it is. You be thinking, why these people like this? Why they don't get it? Because you woke up. Just because you woke up don't mean they woke up. So what happens is you woke up before they did. So you are experiencing a form of spiritual sleep paralysis. You woke up before the rest did. You woke up before your body even understood that you woke up spiritually. That's why you still want to do some of the things that you used to do in the past, because you woke up before your body was trained to catch up with the level that you are on. So that's why you go back to some of the bad habits, because your spirit is moving faster and woke up before your body. It takes time to adjust to situations. So don't condemn yourself or look down upon yourself. And if you find yourself doing things you used to do, just know that, see, you won this thing when you discovered the truth. Once you discover the truth, don't nothing else matter. Even if you go back to what you was doing, as long as you're not doing it like intentionally, you might find yourself going back. But as long as you know the truth underneath all of that, you good. You good. That's what this whole channel is about. Because you may do something. Kind of getting hot in here. You may do something, but once your spirit knows the reality of things, like that happens to me a lot of times. Like, I'll be in a situation that I know better, but I know better. So the situation didn't get the best of me because I already know what I'm getting into. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not getting into the situation naive or anything. It's like, I understand. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Once your soul understands, and when it's time for us to check out of this thing, imprinted upon your DNA will be a passing grade. When your soul ascends from this body, imprinted upon your DNA, because remember what we said, a soul is a collection of information. So imprinted upon your DNA will be a passing grade. God will look at your soul and say, he has a passing grade. It's in his soul. It's in his collection of information. He understands. So there's no way this person can be sent back. It's no way that this person can't, there's no way that this person can't make it out of the human prison bar system because he has figured out all of the tricks of the human prison bar system. And one thing about the human prison bar system, they don't create, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's the same old tricks that the human prison bar system is employing. So your soul can't go back into this thing because you will know internally all of the tricks. It'll be instinctive to you. Just like myself, the things I tell you on this channel, it's instinctive to me. It's within my soul collection of information. Just like some people, it's in your DNA for you to have brown hair or blue eyes or whatever. It's nothing you can do about that. It's your instinct. It's your instinctive DNA. So this information will be impressed upon your DNA, and it will be forever stored in your soul collection of information. That's what we say a soul is. It is a collection of information. And once you hear this stuff and once it seeps into you, you will never forget it. The soul never forgets anything. You may be in a rest home, 88 years old with amnesia, with dementia, but your soul will still never forget anything. The soul never forgets. And I want to leave you all with that. Hope that touched somebody, because I know it did. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. If you want to add anything, feel free to do that. This is what this channel is about. We edify each other, and we build upon the knowledge, and we help each other. This is not about egotism. This is about just daily lessons to help guide us through this life. And with that, this is Left Side of the Brain signing out.